you'd be absolutely horrified if you compare Stellantis and British Leyland. They all share the same things in common: bad engineering, bad management, cut costing, and other issues over the products, bad quality and recalls. But in the case of Stellantis, it's in the thousands. We'll talk about only Europe, about 750,000 recalls due to the famous PureTech engine. How did Stellantis became the most shittest car maker in the world? Well, I think in 2019 they merged with PSI, which is Peugeot and Citroën, with FCA, which is Fiat Chrysler Automobiles, which was formerly, years before, known as Fiat Automobiles. And there, before the era of Stellantis, the Fiat, Lancia, Alfa Romeo, Fiat have its own distinctive style and quality building. And regarding the engines, well, Lancia and Fiat, they share the same type of engine technology, which was the fire. And Alfa Romeo, later on the sports cars, they use the Maserati engine technology basically. And the difference is the Fiat group was originally created by the family Agnelli. Throughout the years, they received, state aid from the Italian government at that time, but the jobs remained, and the factories in Italy. But these days, you've got people in Casa Integrazione, and most of the production are produced overseas. And obviously, the most baddest decisions which the Stellantis made, like all car makers, is go pushing full electric, which they received government subsidies, which was an absolute failure, and they're asking for mandatory sales of these vehicles. Despite the British Leyland, the last time they tried to save this company, when UK was in the EC, and Brussels said no. And but when it comes to other European companies, there is no problems of saying yes. And in the case of Stellantis, it's more extreme, this badge engineering, adopting an engine of the last generation of the PSI group, Peugeot and Citroën, which is that 3-cylinder engine made of plastic or Lego, which has a lot of issues. Thinking cutting costs to an extreme way, you think you're going to save money. No. You're only going to face class action, because we're talking about thousands of motorists, just only in Europe, had problems with this engine, and they had to spend money, not recognising the warranty, badly built. And the Lancia Ypsilon, which is made in the same French factory where the 208 is, and the Corsa, same platform, same engine, it's all the same, only differs in bumpers, lights, and the rest is basically all the same really. The style of that horrible plastic typical of Peugeot and Citroën cars of the recent generations. And this company is in debt, losing out sales regarding their models due to the quality issue and the building and assembly questions, which is made out of shit. Even the Alfa Romeo Junior has this shitty engine of the Peugeot. You would have thought you have an Alfa Romeo engine. Lance Ipson would have thought have a Lancia engine. No, they all share the same engine technology, 3 cylinders, engine made out of plastic. And the lost CEO Travaris, which used to be the CEO of Peugeot and Citroën Group in France, he resigned, and there's another chap in the driving seat now. There's only one thing for it. The French and Italian motor industry practically is literally destroyed due to bad quality of the product, building issues, engine failures, and all stuff due to cost cutting to an extreme, without having an eye on the quality of the product. Because don't think you can flog off a piece of lump of shit as a product of a car, and expensive as well. They literally cancelled what they used to call city cars, small ones, because they know SUV and city cars have the same industrial cost. But you can turn around and say, listen, we can charge more. EV as an entry-level vehicle for the punters. Come down, all the quality of the materials used, workmanship, how it's assembled, it's just a piece of crap on wheels. Obviously, there's been a lot of talk about this pure tech engine technology, an absolute failure. Before we even touch 100,000 kilometres, in most cases the engine's already flawed and has to be replaced, which we're talking about 8,000 euro. You know, probably people are still paying it on high purchase finance.